So yeah, I was at Severna Park EP for 12 years. And it was a blessing to have Glenn as a mentor. Glenn took a risk and invited me to serve alongside of him. And I learned a lot for 12 years by working with Glenn just about every day. And I was going to sing. I was going to lead you in singing Crown Him with Many Crowns. That's in your program. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let Andrew and the band lead you in that later. And here's why. So think about apple pie. If Ken Prickett had said to 10 of you, make Glenn dessert, everybody would have made apple pie. So when Ken Prickett says to a bunch of musicians, find some music that would be special between you and Glenn, we picked the same music. So I picked Crown Him with Many Crowns. Andrew picked Give to the Winds Your Fears, because they share the same melody. So I'm just going to let Andrew and the band lead you in both hymns. But the reason I thought of Crown Him with Many Crowns is probably within a month or two of meeting Glenn, you said, you pointed out that one line in this hymn, hark how the heavenly anthem drowns all music but its own. And that's been such a meaningful reality for me in my life, in my own spiritual growth. So I thought of that's why I wanted to sing that. But if you were here for those 12 years, you remember this at the beginning of every service. Right, we did that at the beginning of every service for 12 years. So it's like 1,200 times, about 1,200 times. That was your cue to sit down because worship, or stand up because worship was about to start. And the 9:30 crowd was always like they were still asleep. So we didn't have to get their attention, but the 11 o'clock crowd, they were very talkative, very social, and we had to get their attention, so we would use that. But that's why you heard that 1,200 times for 12 years. Because of that one phrase, hark how the heavenly anthem drowns all music but its own. So I'm going to sing something else for you. This is just for you to listen to, unfortunately. I also heard, Glenn, that you told me once, I think I had asked you because of your age, did you like the Beatles growing up? And you said you listened to Frank Sinatra a lot. So maybe things have come full circle for you. I don't claim to be a good Frank Sinatra impersonator, but the hat may help. So it may not do anything, but it helps me. So I thought, Glenn, this is for you. You may not understand all the words as I sing them, so I have the lyrics for you. I'll give the lyrics to you in a little bit, but I thought of Sinatra and thinking of you and where you're at now in life. I just thought maybe this would be a good song to sing to you. Oh, by the way, this is kind of an homage to Glenn's amazing sense of humor. He has a great sense of humor. I wanted to ask you one more question before I sing this, and then I promise I'll be done. You had a cane with like a sneaker attached to the bottom of it that you used to walk around with when things were difficult. Didn't it have a name? Clyde. Okay, it's relevant, it's important. I didn't know it was Clyde. Okay, here we go. And now the end is near, and so I face the final pulpit. The truth, I've said it clear. Well, then anyway, I think you know it. I've served near 40 years here in this place on Ritchie Highway. But Christ once said to me, you'll do it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, grace more resounded, and you stuck like glue when some of my new plans left you all confounded. In songs, in hymns and songs, each prayerful step and every mistake, and so much more than this, we did it his way. And yes, there were times I think you knew I used a cane with a prosthetic shoe, but through it all, without a pout, you all let me heal and work it out. We faced it all as faith grew tall and did it his way. I've loved, I've coughed and sneezed, but taught the word in every season. Although it may have seemed at times I had no rhyme or reason, and to think that through all that His grace endured, not in a shy way. Oh no, no, through it all, it came out His way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not the Lord, then he has not. To hope regardless how he feels, and live his days as one who kneels. My record shows Christ took the blows and did it his way. Yes, it was His way. You know, I should have learned that in C major instead of D major. I'll try that once more time. Once again, it was His way. There we go, C major. I preach now, I don't play music anymore. We love you, Glenn.